Good morning, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde et bonjour tout le monde. Today is the 26th of March, 10:42 a.m. So I came here to speak a little bit about positivity, especially for you, my sisters, self-appreciation, self-love, self-respect, self-accepting, right? And like I said, my channel is all about positive energy. If you are about negativity, please feel free to stay away because I realize what destroying this world that we live in right now. There's not enough love, there's not enough um, original being, there's no honesty, there's no respect, and no integrity. And that's why a lot of people, they are living with depression, they're living with sadness and insecurity due to all this that we dealing all over the world. So one thing that I will speak in Creole later on because I want really um, to specifically to speak to my community, my Haitian people, because there's something I feel like that destroying our community, especially us, as we are so proud to say that we're the first Black that get her freedom. But in order for you, when you want to show things, you feel proud, you have to show it 100%, not half, right? So there's this thing that everyone, I feel like, not everyone, but majority of Haitians, they are into this thing. And I don't judge people. I never talk about it, to be honest with you. But I feel like since I am for accepting yourself, accepting you for who you are, appreciate everything that you came when you came out from your mom, that God gave you. Just be happy for it. Just be like, I'm grateful that God created me the way that I am because I am myself, I'm not like everyone, you have to be appreciative of who you are and not listening to what the outsider telling you and trying to manipulate your mindset in order for you to feel good or to feel like, oh, I'm different. There's nothing good about trying to be like somebody else or trying to be someone that you are not. Today on my Facebook, so every day, sometimes I don't really plan to speak about something. I wake up and Facebook, it's a way that people communicate, people share their thought, and people put stuff out there. And I feel like it's a very great way for us to just sharing her way of thinking, what we have inside or thought. And sometimes some posts that I saw, and that's when I feel like, oh, I'm concerned about that, and I wanna uh, have a content about it. I wanna have a talk about it because that's how we can make a difference in others' lives. Somebody make a difference in my life by listening to him, and I started to understand that um, when you care, you will focus on what you really believe, and you can make a difference. And the world need more people like us to be positive and to be honest and to be loving, respectful, and who have lost a high self-esteem and high self-worth to make a difference into others who doesn't have it or who don't have it. So what I want to say, it's about those bleach cream, right? And again, like I said, I grew up in France, and in Paris, I remember when you take the train, that's something that's very big in African community in France. But I don't used to see Haitians people. Uh, they probably do that in Haiti, but where I grew up in France, I don't used to see my Haitian people putting um, bleach cream on themselves to change their skin color. I will see a lot of how do you call it? There's people from oh, Zaire. I don't know the name in English. There's a lot in France. They're known for that, and a lot of African in Paris do it, and I don't see a lot of African in America do it. It's funny, and they will take the train, the bus, and all the hands is like all this dark, very dark, and you see your skin, the face is different, like different colors. I want to tell you something beautiful, and now I want to make the talk for everyone now, and after I will address to the Haitian community. Every day we complaining about racism. We complaining about unfairly. We complain about how we are mistreated, how we are people they don't really respect us, how people they see us as ugly. Let me tell you something. Let me just take a deep breath to speak. People see you as ugly. They have the right to have whatever opinion that they want to. That's what we call it, opinions. I'm a very opinionated person. I have the right to be. That doesn't make me right for other people. So when somebody has an opinion about you, you have and you against it, you have to be strong enough to stand behind what you believe and defend yourself if you want to. If you don't give them much respect, you feel like they just speak nonsense. You don't have to defend yourself. Just let them talk. But if you have something to say and you want you your talk to touch others and it's very important for you, you can. Yes, you can explain your thought. So that's why I come here today to give my opinion, to give my thoughts about it, and everyone who knows me, I am against these things. Remember, somebody told me, "Oh, Marie, why don't we try to do a business with this bleach cream?" I said, "Never. If I had to be a millionaire or rich, and there's money in it, people making a lot of money, I would prefer dying poor than spreading negativity, spreading hate, self-hate to my people. We already broken enough. We've been to so much. We don't need that. I don't need this type of money in order for me to feel good on myself. And that's why a lot of people you see making dirty money later on, something bad happened to them. And I want to tell you, when you're spreading in a good energy and you telling what you believe and you stand for what you believe, you will not get exposed publicly negatively. If you get exposed, it will be a positive expose and it will be a viral, not nothing like you can come again and you feel ashamed, you feel this because you stand behind what you believe. That's something you know gonna make a difference positively in other people's life. So this cream, please, everywhere that I go in my life, I carry my story behind myself. And this story that I had in my heart made me the woman that I am. The Haitian history, the Haitian freedom, the Haitian language, the Creole that I've learned that my ancestor earned, the culture that we were strong enough to earn and create, the the color that we fought earlier to keep. So when you look at it, that's why ignorant, that's people who doesn't have knowledge. They don't know who they are. They are lost. And those people, majority of the time, they are self-destroy. They self sabotage. They self um, they will destroy themselves and their family because it's like when you're trying to figure out who you are, people can make you believe whatever you want because you don't know who you are. And that's the problem in our community. That's why we have so much self hate between us. her man doesn't like us, we don't like her man. Not like we don't like her man, we love her man, but we don't like what they're saying. We upset about it. We feel like, and we go after white women, and it's because of them. No, it's because of her man. It's because, let me tell you something, I don't have no problem with white women. And I had white woman who did really, really wrong to me while I was divorcing. This white woman, I see her as a normal human being who been to starve. Probably she's insecure and she let herself manipulate by an abusive, a controlling, a narcissist black man who's trying to use her to destroy another sister. So I have knowledge enough. I know who I am. I cannot go after another group of people because one person do something wrong to me, because I had white people who stand on my side, who was helping me, while my people didn't care. They were happy what happened to me. So what I want to tell you, you have to understand who you are, what you're standing for, what you believe in, and what you're spreading in the world. Are you spreading positive or negative? Who you are, what are your purpose? Are you fighting for money, or you have a message that you want to spread, and you have a purpose, you want to make positive difference into somebody's life or into a community that you truly believe? So that's why I come here to speak about that, because that's something that really bothers me to see us. When it's May 18th, there's this big festival in Miami. We goes with our Haitian flags. That's when we remember that we are the first black um, country who fought for freedom, and we are Haiti is not only a country who got the freedom. This is a country that fought for humanity. That was, and that's why I'm so proud to be a Haitian person, and I feel so connected about with my history, because I am against abuse, control, manipulation, the oppression, lies, slavery. I'm against that. It doesn't matter for black or white, for Spanish. I'm against it when it comes to the human race. God created you with a color. God don't make mistake. He doesn't. So if he decided to let you go with the skin, it's because he knows that that's what you deserve and you will look beautiful in it. But it's easy to let the world make us believe God made a mistake. And maybe if I was raised in the United States, I will have a different thought. I don't know, because it's super hard as a black person to be in the United States. It's easy for you to be brainwashed. It's easy for you to put your sister or your brothers down to feel good in your own skin. It's easy for you to search for others' approval. It's easy to say, oh, I'm different. I am a better one. This one is different from me. But clearly we are all the same. And that's why I don't do the thing that some of my sisters they do. Oh, I'm Haitian. I am different from African American. Or I am different from Jamaicans. Or I am different. And that's the issues that we have in our culture as black people, right? We have this separation. We have this mentality of I am better. They make you believe you're better because in slavery time, if you are lighter, you walk inside, and if you are darker, you walk in the field. And that's how we were brought to the world after slavery. And we never really have a deep connection with ourselves. We never really take the times to understand what happened to us. And it is a normal way to act the way you are. But you have to change it because they make you that way. You weren't born that way. And that's why I as a mother, I kept saying to parents, to show a lot of love to your children. That's the only thing that can heal the destruction they have inside that we're still living in 2021. And we are the one who make who must make a difference into our community. Stop leaders, they don't feel like a victim. They a victim a little bit and they're going to stand, take action and start working to feel better. And there's a point in her life we were leader, we weren't victim. And that's why we take action to break slavery. And leader, they're not scared to die for what they believe, for what they strongly believe, and they believe they can make a positive impact of other people's lives. And we should be like that. And that's why I want to speak about that. Because when I speak about neg- people who's spreading negativity, people who has self-hate, people who has uh, some issues inside, I connect to my history. It, it brought the Haitian history in my heart, in my brain, in my mental. So selling cream, buying bleaching cream to bleach your skin, that's a way you're showing that you don't appreciate who you are. That you telling your own self you're not beautiful the way you are. You need something to make you lighter. I had a friend who told me, Marie, when because I grew up in Paris. It's super cold. I moved to New York. It's super cold. We knows that when you live in the cold, you lighter, right? And when I moved to Florida, I started become darker. But let me tell you something, baby. I was born, even even if I wasn't born in Haiti, I came from a black country. Why do I care? Do you think I'm gonna choose in which state, which place that I have to live in order for my skin to stay the way that others society believe that's the good color, nice color? That is messed up. And you are the one that promoting your own destruction. Let me tell you something. People love original. I never had a problem when I go with my big hair, big afro, with my skin the way it is. I barely wear foundation in my skin. I don't feel no ish. I don't feel bad when I stay without makeup. I don't feel bad when I stay with my afro. Actually, I feel more beautiful with it. I don't feel bad because I never put things to bleach my skin. And that's why I don't judge people who did it because I can't relate to them. I understand, but I can't relate. I wasn't raised the way that they raised. Probably they were raised with parents who told them how ugly they are, abusing them, or people or something happened to their lives, or they never had parents to give them love, to let them know how beautiful that they are, how precious that they are, to tell them the story. We so focus into education. You learn education in Europe, in the United States, and you want your child without doing your own education, your story, telling them the truth. And you think after coming out of college, they're gonna be so strong to be a black person. No, they will not. We need to do our own work as parents. And now this thing is taking over. I remember it first come with this lady who from Nigeria, which I am very not happy about the message that she was spreading. She bleached her skin, very beautiful young lady. She went out there and very smart in books, very smart educationally, but when it comes to uh, empower her people, she has no brain. She's destroying a whole entire race. Now she's the energy that other people see, because don't believe internet has power. When you put a message out there, it can reach so many people. And that's why you have to be careful what you're putting out there, because your message can destroy another person. It's easy to just say something on internet or showing something, but you have to be careful. Are you putting positive message or negative message out there? Because there are people who are still fragile. They're dealing with something inside, and a little thing, when you're so fragile, can just break you, shake you, and you fall. You're not strong enough. And that's why you have to take the time to think, to believe, before you just open your mouth or share something that you don't even know the story behind. So for us to go out there saying to others that we're not beautiful in our own skin, that's what we're saying. That's what you're saying. That's what you're spreading. That's what you promoting. If you buy people cream, and I know a lot of people will come after me, because when I try to speak about that, I know a lot of women don't like that. Oh my God. Oh, they buy it because they want to buy it. Nobody tell them to buy it. She's a smart business person. Good if she's a smart business person. I don't call that smart business. I call that selfish, because if the Jews just believe in just making money one side, they will never be that successful. And you see the Jewish community, they stick together. Even the Chinese, we are the only person, the Spanish do it too. They together. We're the only person who try to lift each other down, not lifting up. We don't care about supporting each other. We are into war, into how can I can find your word anymore. You know, we we compete against each other instead of come together and supporting each other, because selfishness, that's what we do. Because I'm about making that money. I don't care. I'm about just making that money. But the message that you're spreading, I was so the reason that I came to speak about that, I was does this lady, they share her pictures on Facebook on a Haitian page, and thousand of people see it. I think she's the one that's sharing it, because she bought that lady. I'm not gonna say the name on the video, but all Haitians knows the queen who's sharing selling selling bleaching cream, and the cream now destroying all her body, all her is so dark, and the color is just out of control. And people, they're making fun of her, saying that um why she did that. and a lot of you that making fun of her, you don't truly believe in that. You're just making fun of her because you want to feel good, and you want to lie to yourself. And I don't have no problem against this lady, to be honest with you. I have respect for her in one side, and in other side, I don't respect her, because she is a young lady who came to the United States as a very old age, and she stayed illegally, and people always speak negative about her. She doesn't care. She just focus on what she wants. And I respect people who focus, who doesn't care about what outsider say. But one thing that I think that lady has is splitting negativity for money. I would say she's a very selfish person when it comes to money. As long as she can make her money, she doesn't believe, she doesn't care. She's just there to make it. And we have so many people in her community like her. Everyone is about that money. But how they make that money? It's how did you make it? We appreciate negative more than positive. And that's why my channel is to tell you ladies, accept yourself the way that you are. First, if you want love to come to your house, you have to love yourself, loving your family, than trying to love outside. I have so much love in my heart. That's why I'm spreading love to others. But if I don't have love, I cannot come to you to talking or talking about love, talking about appreciation, respecting each other. If I don't respect myself, I'm calling others' name. I'm always fighting with my family. I'm always fighting with a friend, calling her F words, calling her all type of words. How I can just put a mask in, come here and talking politely, nicely, respectfully, loving. I don't like that. And that's why we have so many issues because people, they just into making money on YouTube without even knowing what they do, what makes them happy. Are you speaking the truth? They just want people to know, to hear good thing without even believe in the good thing that they speak. So one thing that I want to tell you, Melanie, you beautiful the way that you are. Keep your natural beauty. The if you truly believe in, you don't want racist, you don't want people to tell you you're a black woman, you're ugly, you're fat, your hair is bad, you need to change your skin color. If your dark skin is not beautiful, black people has big nose, flat nose, big lips, ugly. So stop doing it. Appreciate yourself the way that you are. Start showing positivity. Start coming out when people see you. Oh my God, let me tell you something. When I go out, I had so much comments, and sometimes it's not like I don't wear wig. I wear wig all the time because it's hard to keep my hair. I have fussy type of hair. I don't have a problem changing style. But one thing, in what side, what style that I feel the most beautiful when I keep this. When I am in my home without any makeup, when I feel I can just relax, be myself, that's when I feel who I am. That's where I connect to myself. That's why the men who will get me, all men, any man who date me, they will tell you, maybe she doesn't care. She is who she is. And my friend will tell you the same. What you see, it's what you get. I don't need to hide the person that I am for anybody. And I'm glad my parents raised me that way. I'm glad God first gave me this energy, this self esteem that I have so strong in me that nobody can make me believe something that I'm not. Because it's so easy to break people. I told my children every day, you are shining bright. I told them how beautiful that they are, how beautiful they hair. You need to speak positively over your children. I speak to myself all the time. I give myself speech. I listen to myself. I'm my own audience. I had dream. I don't have American dream, but Haitian dream, black dream, changing her people mindset. Because her problem is not money, it's not education. Her problem is knowledge, it's appreciation, knowing who we are lost because I saw it. There's a lot of people, they very educated educationally in school, but when it comes to themselves, the culture, where they from, who they are, they don't know. And that's when you have the problem. That's when you know that there's an issue. I told you my story, how I was with a man, he is very educated in school, but he is very, very destructive inside. He doesn't love himself, he doesn't know who he is. He's speaking bad against his own people. And this man is not even from the Caribbean to say, oh, he probably mixed in slavery. He from straight from Africa, the great continent that we are all from. Do you understand? But he was born in America, in the United States of the United in the United States of America. Do you understand how money cannot buy you originality? Do you understand that? Money cannot buy you integrity. Money cannot buy you love. Money cannot buy you respect. Money cannot buy you self love, self worth, and nothing. Self hate is destructive. If you want to make a better world, you have to clear your mind, remove self hate, and that's what destroying us. The pressure that you're dealing with, and that's why I love music. I can connect to music. People who has passion for something, they less aggressively just cursing or fight or being violent because they have a way to release the bad energy in them instead of just, you know, people who act, people who speak, people like motivational speaker, people who sing, people who dance. You know, dancing, you release your energy, you feel happy. You know, you can. It's a art. It's an art. So whatever you believe in, whatever is your passion, when you feel bad energy, when you feel like you're dealing with some negativity, something that they put in your mind, and you know inside of you is not right, try to release it positively in a passion or something because we don't want more hurt to ourselves. We do. And it's not like only black women that happen to. It's a lot of women in general that happen to us because they make us believe. I feel like women's life is about how men see us, and we have a way to see ourselves. Like if I'm like that, that's how we gonna accept me. That's how I'm gonna be a good wife, a good mother. That's how I'm gonna be a beautiful woman. By before, we never seen black women doing surgery, right? I don't used to see that. Now it's a lot. And it's not like I'm against surgery, but I feel like a lot of people they already beautiful naturally, and they destroy their face. They I saw that a lot of I saw a woman on my Facebook. She's beautiful. She was beautiful. She has a beautiful nose. Beautiful. To me, everyone is beautiful. No, God doesn't make mistake. Okay, don't let people put in your mind that you're ugly. Beauty is inside, and when somebody come to you, let them know who you are. Don't allow people to brainwash you because a lot of people they probably so beautiful for the society, what the society call beautiful, and inside it ugly. You can spend even 3 days with them. So appreciate yourself for who you are. And when you do those things, what it brings to your life. And that's why you see people who's always going to do um, surgery or going to do those things. They want to do more and more and more and more because it's not really like it's just they're not happy with themselves and they're looking for something um, that they are trying to get. And you know what? This could happen to me because as you can see my nose, you see how my nose is shaped. I'm not ashamed to show it to you because I love it. Right? You see, people they believe that nose supposed to be that way, very pointy. My mom, she has nose like very pointy. My dad, no. I took my dad nose, and very young, not people, some young older kids than me calling me flat nose and making fun of me. I didn't like my nose. I didn't like my nose at all. And that's how I want to tell you. And that's how I know. A lot of times, people, they weren't born, nobody were born with insecurity. That's something that was created by either your family, by in school, bully somebody. Now you started putting this in your mind, and if it never changed, and it wasn't even my parents who put that in my head. I was young, and I started thinking about it. Oh my God, I don't like my nose. You have flat nose. You have big nose. You have this. That's how we started, and I started putting it in my mind. And more I was grow up, there's a guy who likes me so bad. He wants to date me, and one day he took his times, and I don't know if maybe God sent him to say that, because us women, we like when men telling us stuff, especially when we're young. We don't even listen to what our parents tell us. Later on, what our parents taught us will come back. But teenager, young, very young, it's so easy for us to just damage by what bully told us, right? And sometimes we don't even talk about what we're dealing from outside to our parents. So our parents doesn't even know how to tell us all the thing. Like your nose is beautiful, baby, because you don't go to tell them. You keep it private for you. So he called me, said, "Oh, he likes my nose." I don't know why he could say that. Somebody just look at you, they like you know, sometimes I like your lips, I like you have beautiful eyes, but I never heard, "Oh, he has beautiful nose." Okay. He said that, and I felt uncomfortable, to be honest with you, because in my mind, I'm like, "Are you making fun of me?" He said, "No, Marie, actually, I don't see people has nose like you." I said, "Okay, this man is making fun of me." But he was serious. And later on, I realized what he said is true. He said, "You see how the shape of your face got the way you were made? So if you have pointy nose, it will not go with your face." That is true. So do you understand that God don't make mistake? Good morning, my love. How are you? Do you understand? God don't make mistake. Welcome, fun and after 40. Thank you for listening. I appreciate, and feel free also to share my live on your channel or any social media that you have, because um, my talk show is to really spreading positive energy on our community, because too many negativity about us instead speaking positive, and too many people, even you think they speaking um, positively, but it's just about money. They don't believe what they sharing, right? About so I was oh wow. Oh wow. I am glad I'm talking about that. Oh wow. You hear that? I'm speaking about the problem that I had before. How when I was a child I didn't like my nose because people used to call me flat nose, big nose, and somebody had the same issues as me, and that's how you make a difference into the world, by when you fix your problem and you know that this thing could destroy you, so you come to give testimony, and someone can relate to the same issue. Now they're gonna work on themselves, and they will feel positively, they will feel more confident on themselves, because in order for us to be truly being respected by others, we have to respect ourselves. If you want to be loving by others, you have to love yourself first, spreading love to yourself, and that's how the love gonna come to your life. um your nose is beautiful the way it is. I don't see your nose, but your nose is beautiful the way it is. God don't make mistake. That's brainwash people trying to put in her our mindset the way that we're supposed to be. It's light skin, or have nose like a European. If you're not a European person, you can't be like them 100%. Okay, and that's why we have this issue in her life, because black men, they don't like black women, that they put that into their mind, that in order for the babies to be beautiful, the baby has to be mixed. And I don't have no issue about mixed children. you can, I date Asian, I date white, I date, you can date anyone you want for love, not because you're going to date somebody because you don't like yourself. You try to have a child to be mixed. That's a problem. And a lot of people, and I know someone who went after into a relationship like that, went after an Asian, a Haitian man, and he didn't work. Now he's with a Brazilian. Actually, he loved black women, but in his mind, that what the society put into his mind is, in order for him to feel successful, since he's a doctor, he has to be with another race to feel like I'm winning. So that's why I want to share with you, my brothers and my sisters, we are the one that don't respect ourselves. I don't focus about what the white people what they tell the world about me, because I know who I am. I don't care about what other ways saying about me, but I care what you're saying about me, because you're the same as me. If you don't appreciate me, if you don't speak good energy about your sister, about your mother, about your brother, about your fathers, how about your husband, about your wife, how are you going to want other people to love you for who you are? And I said it. I was in this relationship. Maybe God put me to it in order for me to relate to others, because I couldn't relate to that. I never, only my nose, that's the issues that I have when it comes to feeling not good. But I got it fixed at a very early age. And this person came telling me how beautiful he find me with my nose. And from there, and I started growing up, and people I always like natural, right? I never try to hide myself. And that's when I understand people love natural. People love people who accept themselves for who they are, right? Whatever you try to do in life, if you try to fake it, I swear to God, don't try to be like everyone. Just be original. Just be yourself. You have an accent, keep it. I have a strong accent when I speak English. Sometimes I'm searching for word, because English is not my first language. My first language is Creole. My second language is French. It's good. It's fine, because I speak two languages already, and I came to this country very old. So that's not a language that I was born with. I'm not gonna try to fake it, speak like an American when I have my own strong accent, when it's not my language, when I cannot find a word. That makes you you. That's make me the person that I am. And we need more people like that. And and that's what I want to tell her community. Everyone, whatever you do, just be yourself. Whatever you do in life, just be yourself. Don't try to cut it. Don't try to add water to it. Don't try to make it like someone else. You want to go to Hollywood? Go to Hollywood the way that you are. Don't try to make it look like I have to be like Angelina Jolie in order for me to reach her way up. You don't need to. You see Lupita Nyong'o? I appreciate that lady, because that lady, I feel like she's the one that made black women to, and even me, she touches me, right? Because I had this hair when I was a child, but they perm my hair. And sometimes we don't even realize things that we do to ourselves, or our parents did it without even having knowledge. And we were brought that way, and we raised that way, and it becomes a natural thing for us. And it's not even natural. I always had perm in my hair. I had long hair perm. So it's never been a problem for me to try to get my real hair texture, right? But I go to get something to perm my hair to make it look the way God didn't create me, the way that I am. And there's no problem for, I don't have problem with women who did it. I'm just giving you an explanation. Lupita Nyong'o, that young lady who played in this movie, and she just take over. You know why? She was a black woman with short hair, with very, very tough hair, that we see in Africa and in the island when people they don't really have money to perm their hair. Or that's what we keep naturally. And that's the original. Because we don't see that much anymore. Now black women started. Since then, and oh, she's the more beautiful black woman. And when you hear beauty, women wants to connect a little bit about it. But you're beautiful the way you are. All this time, if we accept us, splitting everybody want to sell the wig, everybody want to perm, do the Brazilian thing. Now all women they cut their hair, they wanna get the natural back, right? Since Lupita and Yogo accept herself, they see a black woman who win Hollywood without trying to change who she is. You see how making a difference in what you believe, standing for what you believe can make a difference in people's lives. Do you understand that? Speaking the truth from the heart, from who you are, not trying to add water into a strong juice, keep the juice the way it is. So I'm taking some acting classes and it's a Haitian, they call it Haitian filmmaker. You can check it. Haitian Festival, Haitian International Festival filmmaker. And those people, I'm so glad to be in the program. Please check them out. And so we have this Haitian actor. He played for a lot of movie Hollywood. His name is Bashir Sylvain. So he came. I felt so touching by what he said. He was giving us advice. He said, just be who you are. Just appreciate where you're from. Just be the person that you are. What he said in whatever movie that whatever role that he has, he always try to add his Haitian touch. He always try to add the Creole, but he cannot do that all the time because you it's not your own productions. So I'm like, finally somebody who is who wants to be in Hollywood and don't try to act like I'm not from Haiti. We hear that so many times people from somewhere and they try to hide it. They try to be the European one. They try to be. Did you see European try to be African? Try to be Haitians? Try to be Jamaican? No, they accept themselves for who they are. And that's the brainwash mentality that you have, the slavery mentality. This is the time to remove it. It's been too long that we've been dealing with that. And you are the one who can make a difference in it. And I remember I had a live on Facebook and I had a friend in France who sent me a message privately. He's originally from Madagascar, but born in France. It's Madagascar. He told me, Marie, be careful. You people don't like to hear the truth. Do I care? If you're a leader, sometimes you have to die in order to make a difference in your people's lives. And that's how I think. I'm a daughter of Toussaint Louverture, and everywhere that I go, I carry my history behind my back, and that makes me strong and powerful. Whatever that I believe, I will speak it because I don't want to speak the fake. I want to speak the truth. I cannot. I don't believe in fake it to make it, and that's why we're still where we are. We have to make a difference. Leadership development, you have to be able to really take action in what you believe. So that's why I want to speak about. I want to speak about that, ladies and gentlemen. We are hurting each other, and it's not good. It is not good by us degrading herself, lowering her own self, and go out there crying for help. There's always someone who is a victim, you know. Sometimes when you want to make yourself strong, you have to remove the victim mentality and say, okay, they did that to me, fine, but I'm gonna live. I'm gonna work on it. Listen to Eric Thomas, listen to Les Brown, what they told them, especially Les Brown, what he cannot do. They told him he was retarded. Look at this man now, how he speak. Look at how he changed his life, you know? So if you believe in yourself, you can make it. You can do whatever you want. It's not about what the other people believe, it's what you believe, because that's your life. And this cream thing, he has to stop. Nobody gonna stop it. But we have to stop that, because what we're spreading to our sisters is spreading negativity. It's by you selling cream to bleach the skin is telling them that the skin is not beautiful enough. They need to pass something on it in order for them to look lighter and they can be beautiful. And it's not white people who's doing that. It's us, because he bought money. It's easy to reach broken people than reaching people who believe in themselves. There are more negativity into the world than positive. So there are more broken people. I feel like it's a type of abuse, emotional abuse to your own sisters. And nobody talk about it. They just insult on comment. I don't come here to insult nobody. I don't come here to call people's name. I come here to tell you what you're doing is wrong. I come here to tell you, sisters, you too who buying the cream, what you're doing is wrong, because you're telling the world that you don't love yourself. Your skin is ugly. You're not beautiful the way you are. You're trying to hide it. You're trying to get something to hide it. Because you can change your skin, but you cannot change the person that you are. And your skin don't make you a European woman. It doesn't make you white. Put a little cream on your skin, that's stupidity. Bleaching your skin doesn't make you white. You were born black, and I appreciate it. Did you see that young lady? Even a mixed child, you have half black blood in you. They don't accept you. Did you see Meghan Markle? She married to the prince. That lady, you can't even say she's black because she looks so. She looks more lighter than the African part. But they know her mother is Jamaican. The fact that she is part of black, they don't accept her. To tell you, a lady who from Hollywood, she is mixed, and they don't accept her. And you think you who is 100% black, who has the black feature, beautiful features. Instead of you appreciate what you have, showing it to the world, you go to try to be something else. People don't like fake. If they told you they like fake, no, they don't. Your man, when he sees me in the world, while you're trying to change yourself, he's after me because I'm original. I'm beautiful the way I am. I accept myself the way that I am. Manipulation. People are easy to manipulate you because you manipulate yourself. You lie to yourself. You don't respect yourself. You don't appreciate yourself. You don't love yourself. And after you're gonna come crying when somebody did wrong to me, I understand. And you know what? I go check myself and work on myself and said never again and take the time in everything. That's why I fall out in a bad relationship. It's been almost 2 years I'm single. I'm not in a rush because I know what I did wrong. I didn't take the time to get to know this man. I was young, I got married young, and I am in this mess. I remove myself in it and take the time to focus on myself, spending time to myself, focus on my children instead of trying to get married. Oh, okay, no problem. Have a wonderful day, my love. So, and don't forget to share. So that's what I want to say. And I met a young lady, um, I think 2 weeks ago while I was running. I appreciate how she was. By the way, feel free to subscribe to her channel. Her name is Adrienne Slay. Oh my God, Adrienne, you're going to kill me because I pronounce your name so bad. If I could, let me get your name. I'm so bad when it comes to name with my strong accent. So the reason why I said that she was very supportive. One thing that I saw about her, she wasn't selfish. A lot of us we are selfish. when we find a way to do things, we don't like to share with our sisters, with others. So so her name is Adrienne, Adrienne Slays, Slays. Please feel free to subscribe to her channel. So she stopped me while I was doing my jogging and said, "Oh, you look beautiful. I like your naturalness." Said thank you, and she's very friendly, and we started talking. And this is when I find out she's a YouTuber, and I said, "Oh my God, I just started, but it's so hard to get subscribers, and and sometimes I just give up. I don't really make videos. It's not every day. I go by the way I feel. That's how I am. Probably it's not really too good because sometimes I have to push myself to do things. If I don't feel doing something today, making videos, I will not do it. I don't like to force myself doing things. That really, but now I will because there's a power behind it. Is very important for me, right? And she said, "Oh, I can stop. Let's go. Let's make a video." And we make a video. She and I didn't do the promoting very well because I'm sure I didn't put my name very well. Somebody came under my channel to say, "Next time you do video with Adrienne, please write your name and things like that. People can subscribe you, can subscribe to your channel." Thank you for the advice. And she said, "Let them know how they can support you. Let them know how they." So that's someone, and I don't need to know his story. And I had people who came to tell me things. Let me tell you something. People are people. I judge everyone the same. I be careful with people because even your own husband that you think is your own husband sometimes or your own wife, the um they are the devil sleeping in your bed, right? So I give everyone the same treatment until they try to do something bad to me. So I appreciate that because this lady, she wasn't selfish to say that, oh, another sister tried to do a YouTube channel, tried to make money, tried to do this and didn't support. She came and support, right? And I had some people that follow me because of her, from her channel, and they let me know. Thank you, Adrienne Slays. I appreciate. God bless you. Continue doing what you're doing, whatever you believe in. If it's what you believe, you truly put your heart to it, do it. And everyone is different, okay? Just make sure that what you're doing, you can make a difference in other people's lives and you're spreading positive energy and be original. That's it. So I want to tell you that we need to come together as people, as human race, as loving each other, sharing positive energy, uh, respectful to each other. Some of the comment that I read sometimes is a shame. I had a lady speaking about loving. We're gonna go to religion. And one thing I'm gonna tell you, if you are someone who is very negative, we're gonna put negative comment under my video, you better not, because I will expose you. And when I expose you, I'm not the type of woman who's gonna answer you the way you speak to me. My mouth is luxurious. I'm a woman from Haiti, grew up in Paris. My mouth is luxurious. My mouth is sweet. I'm not gonna take my time to talk bad to you, but I will go deep with you. I will go into your mind. Okay? So when you come for me, I will come for you nicely without with no apology, without even cursing at you, but I will make you cry. So do come for me. Whatever you're dealing inside, you're trying to be bully on the internet, you better go fix it, baby. Because I am there to spread good energy. I'm sharing what I love. I'm not there to talk about nobody, trying to curse at people, calling people's name. I am there to make people happy, to make people loving themselves. So this lady, I was dancing in my little compa. Compa is a music, a traditional music from Haiti. Now that is more famous. Thank you to TikTok. Everyone knows. Majority of people now knows about Haitian compa. And that lady came under my video, saying, "Why don't you dance for God?" And I'm like, okay, how do you know if I believe in God or not? What what is what is the connection between me dancing about a music that I love and you bring religion into it? You see how people trying to prove themselves how good they are on the internet because they unhappy probably in their lives. When I saw somebody spreading good energy, if they dancing and they speaking, they make me laugh. I'm just putting good comment. I'm not there to say how bad you are, how this you are, why don't you go to dance to God? And I stand behind it. And she called me a name. And you talk about God. I said, thank you, lady. And that's what we have. We're never happy with another person. We always had to put our own experience. And her own experience sometimes is not even good. It's not like you dare saying something good. If you want to put godliness, there's a way you could speak godly differently. So us as people, we need to do a better. We need to do better in our community, in our people's lives. We need to stick together. We need to stand together. We need to appreciate each other. We need to love each other. Stop. This skin thing is not gonna change you for not being black. You are black. You can change that. You can't change it. I can put cream. I can put this. I can go try to put my nose together. Fix like this. I'm still black. My hair gonna go again like this. I've been funny now. I'm still black. I'm from the great country they call Haiti, and I'm proud of it. Nobody gonna make me believe because Haiti they have so much issues. Oh, Haitian is the worst nation in the world. Oh, I'm gonna say now I'm not Haitian. I'm gonna try to say I'm French because I carry a French passport. No, baby, I am not. My parents are from there. I was born there. I just left there very young. I left for some issue. But this can't change my story with Haiti. Appreciate who you are. Remember of your history. Your message has power. Don't change you for nobody. Stop buying cream to bleach your skin. Stop. You spreading negativity. You spreading self-hate. You telling your sister how ugly that they are. You telling black men how ugly that you are. Now you give them more message to say to others how ugly that we are because we don't appreciate ourselves. Let them know when they speak, I'm a beautiful black woman and I appreciate myself for who I am. What do you have to say? When somebody you call names, my ex, he calls me name, telling me this, that, you're stupid, you this, you that, you this. I said, let me tell you something. I said, you know what? You are a low class black man. And you're calling your sister, you're calling Haiti the lowest country in the world. The reason why that I am like that is because I'm Haitian. I said, where do you think the Haitian from? They are from Africa. And we have Yoruba in her Creole. Look at how we connect. And that's probably the reason why you attracted to me and I've attracted to you. You don't even know it. And because you are so messed up in your little brain, the smallest brain that's telling you negativity. You want to put your sister down in order for you to make you different. Why not? I have to call this after. You have to call them after. You are not. Do you understand? Talking bad about people, it doesn't matter. All people in general, even if you're blacks, you can't talk bad about white either. You don't talk bad about people, but when you, as a black person or as a white person, talking bad about your own white or your black sisters, we are the one who's doing that to ourselves the most. I don't see other race talking bad about their own. I don't see it. Only us. Instead of fixing our issues, we go after our own, saying, "Oh, it's because of you. That's why we don't have family. That's why family this." And who is doing that? The one who was complaining are always the one that destroying his own because he doesn't want to look for help. And it's easy to find some little thing. This is the reason why this happened. I have to put the blame on somebody else. It's not gonna fix you. It's not. Going to school, getting a diploma, trying to act like you make money, even you make money and acting like you live in a white neighborhood and looking at your black women or black brothers down, think you are different because you have a title. I am a businessman, I'm a doctor, I'm a lawyer, or I am this and I'm different. You're not different. You're the same as the one who's in the street. You just find a way to make yourself look better. You can make a difference in those people's lives in the street. If you go, you help. People that I respect are the one who make a difference, not the one who just get something and try to to put others down. I made this, now this person is lower than I. Who the hell are you? Who are you? If you went to school, you have knowledge, you want to share your knowledge to others instead of taking your, your knowledge to bully people. And do you understand? That's the reason why I don't judge people about educational degree. I don't judge people about how much money they have in their bank. I don't judge people about things that they said. Now, before I used to think that, oh, this person well spoken, this person is this, the way that they carry themselves, because all is inside, is in her heart and the way we think. Her mindset, that's something we can't change. When you decide to change your mindset, and Bishop has a he has a he has a speech about it. When you decide to change your mindset, everything change. You can change your clothes, you can change your body, you can change your hair, you can change your house, you can go to vacation, but if you don't change your mindset, you will not be a brand new person. That's why some people you see in an abusive relationship, they stay, they stay, they stay. They never had the strength to leave. And one day they just decide to leave. They just said they changed their mindset. It didn't just happen like that. They had enough and they started walking mentally on the mindset. And you know how I know how powerful is the mindset? In 2018, I had a bad car accident. I almost died. I had a broken bone. I couldn't even breathe very well. And I wasn't the one that driving. The person that was driving didn't even have anything. I'm the one that really got injured. And I taste blood in my mouth. I couldn't even move from the car. And the ambulance came to get me. I never get emotional about this, but talking about it makes me, wow, Marie, you're strong. And those things I went through in life, and I don't talk about it. Let me tell you something. I look like somebody who is open on social media, speaking on Facebook, but personal life, I don't speak about it until I had a testimony later on. When I got my car accident, you see people get into accident, they take picture while they are at the hospital. I didn't do that. I kept everything private. Until now, I never speak about it on Facebook. That's the first time I think I spoke about that in publicly. And I was dealing with a divorce. My children was away from me. This man kept my children playing all his game. Could you imagine? And I didn't have no family where I live. I don't have no support. But the support that I have was God first and myself, because I believe in myself. I know who I am. I know my strength. And this is when your strength gonna come out, when you are in this type of situation. When you That's when you're gonna know how powerful that you are, how strong that you are. When you are yourself, alone, no support, nothing, this is when you're gonna start fighting for yourself. And while I was at the hospital, cannot even breathe, this man, his lawyer, he kept going to his lawyer, filling for paper, filing for paper for me to be in court in less than 2 weeks. A normal person, if it was me, my ex-husband, my husband, we were still married and we still at the hospital, what I will do, I will stop this thing for a little bit, said, let me focus to get him healed, because I'm a human. But this person didn't care. That's what we call narcissistic people. They have bad spirit. If you see you almost die, somebody come after you, you better understand this person is a criminal, is evil, and this person don't care for you. And you know what? I am someone very, very into natural. I didn't want to take any medicine. I wanted to deal with the pain now, naturally. It might sound weird for you, but but I wanted to get healed myself. And they told me to take this medicine for the pain. I didn't want it. I didn't take it. And even the doctors, like, they don't understand this girl. They don't need to understand me. That's me. And nobody can change the way that I think. That's how I think. That's me. And the pain that I went through, I control it here. You have power over your body. Everything is here. Is the way that you think. That's your mindset. And that's why whatever I go in life, I have hope for better. I don't feel like, oh my God, my life is over. Oh, my life is over. You will not hear that. I have my low time. Everybody has it. Sometimes you feel, oh my God, what, it's tough. I'm somebody can't deal with stress. I've learned how to deal with my stress. When it's too stressful, I know how to deal with it. But I know after 2 weeks, he thought that girl gonna die. I was on my heels. I didn't have a lawyer at this time. I do my research. When I came out to the hospital, on my heels in the court to fight for what I believe. Because my children, you didn't give birth to them. We both parents. So because I refuse to deal with your abuse doesn't give you right to take my children away. And I don't care of your title. You call yourself Dr. This. Let me tell you something. I know who you are. And your doctor, your paper doesn't impress me. I will fight you in court to get my children back until I get them. And I get them. And I got them. And he couldn't take my children away from me. I don't care who he has behind him. He was having those white people manipulate them to come in court for him, having this director of school, having the school this. I didn't care. Police officer telling me if I did this, they would put me in jail because I come to pick up my kids in the school and they refuse to give me my children. You will be surprised what black women going to, what they dealing with black men. When a strong black woman refuse to deal with abusive relationship, they a black man who has power, he think he has power. You will be surprised what he going to make you go through. We have too many narcissistic men in our community, and we are supporting. And that's why I want to tell you, well, I'm talking not only for black men, I'm talking for you in general. Whatever you're dealing with in life right now, you have to be yourself. Because the reason why I was able to come out into this relationship, this toxic environment, is because I know who I am. It's because I know how strong that I was. It's because I know where I from. I have a story of my country in my heart. And when something is trying to tell me, Marie, you can't, and I go back to reread the story that my country brought to the world. And that's why when you have a strong story like that behind you, you can't break it by spreading negativity. By you, your own Haitian people, who said you are the first black people in the world to break slavery, and you go to buy cream to bleach your skin. Black mean black. Black history mean black history. Black history doesn't mean to change the history. It doesn't mean to fade it. It doesn't mean to make it lighter in order for you to feel strong. You stand behind what you stand. And that's why I want to tell you, accept you for who you are. Stand by what you believe. When people trying to break you, just smile. You don't fight with people by telling them, this is who I am. I've learned older that I am to not doing that. Just do it. Do it. You think you're gonna break me? I will come for you. You think you're gonna destroy me? You will see. And after the other one who will tell you, oh my God, I didn't know how strong that you are. You think I don't have family here? You think I can speak English? You think I don't have a money to get lawyer? You think you're gonna get me deported, steal my children? I will show you. You can't do nothing of this. All this thing, all this support that you have, the money, the power, the people, the support, this, you can't even be a little bit like myself, because the little thing that you're missing from all these things that you have is accepting yourself for who you are, is knowing who you are, is loving yourself, but you don't know who you are. That's why you destroy a beautiful family that you had, because you believe there's something better outside. The grass is greener. You believe that being with a sister is not a good thing in order for me to stand good. And later on, when she left, that's when you realize, wow, there's nothing outside. And ladies and gentlemen, that's why I want to tell you. By telling my story, I feel powerful, I feel strong, because I made it with God, and God sent good people in my life to support me, to stand for me. And thank you for all of them, friends and family, and even strangers who were there for me, lawyers who stand by myself, who believe in me. I respect them. And the one also who tried to take advantage of me. Good luck to you. Whatever you do in life, you will pay for it. I'm too strong to come out. Money is power. He has money. Money is not power. You are the power behind the money. Money don't make people. People make money. Don't let people with money try to manipulate you, to abuse you, to control you, to tell you what you don't want to do. Money is too vague to do that. You can make your own money. Don't stay in a bad relationship because of money. You're not material. You were a human being that God created with love, with respect. He took his time to create you. And that's why I have so much inside of me to tell the world I create this channel. Because testimonies can change your life. Testimonies are powerful. A lot of us keeping things inside, the real things that we have to make difference, we keep it inside, we feel ashamed of it instead of sharing it to the world, and we're gonna try to fake story that doesn't make sense. Like this man who was cheating on his wife, if he said it to the world, it will make a difference in people's life, probably changing other men who likes to cheat. He could use that if he really changed, but he didn't change. He just want to tell the world how beautiful it is, not to cheat, not to do this while he's doing it. He's preaching message that he doesn't put in practice. But if he really go on himself, work on himself, and say, you know what, I've been to this thing, I cheat on my wife, I did that, but I went and I understand what I did was wrong. Now I'm a loving man. That's why I am in a better place to give you advice and writing books. They will see him as a leader in her black society, talking about God. God, if you truly believe in God, bring God in your conversation. If you don't believe in it, leave God where He is. Because God doesn't like people trying to use His name to look good. God will help you when you believe. When I call God in my trouble, He comes. But I don't just pray God like that to make me look good, because I believe in God. I truly believe in God. God is my best friend. Without God, I will not be where I am. Without God, I will not be the lady that I am today. But I believe in it. I don't need to fake it. I don't need to wear these clothes to, oh, it's for God. My heart, the way that I believe, my faith, what I do, how I think is godly, not my looks. And all this that I said has to do with everything that we're living into the world, the depression, the abuse, the control, the lies, the manipulation, the fakeness, the dirtiness, all has to do. Be original, be respectful, be appreciative, be loving, be yourself. Just be yourself. Be you. Don't let people to changing you. I hope the message that I said, everyone were able to take a positivity in it, and you didn't take it as negative. You understand where I'm coming from and why I am so concerned when I see those things, because I've been through it. Every message that I spoke about is because I feel concerned about it, and that's why I share it, not because I want to sound good. I don't care the way that I sound. I care the way that people hearing me feel like, wow, I can connect to it. And what she said is true. Maybe I have to do something about it. Because to be honest with you, together we are stronger. Even in a relationship, if you say something and your husband says something you cannot see eye to, there's no relationship. It's gonna be fight all the time. And it's the same in nation, in countries, like countries who's having politics issues. They can't come together to make decision. That when it comes about being intellectual, listen to other, understand people mindset, the decision, that's without destroying them, without calling them's name, without trying to manipulate the situation, sending somebody for them. They have the right to express themselves. Okay, they believe like that, fine, but I don't believe like it. I don't believe in cream, and I do believe this is not a good thing for her people. I believe it's self-hate. I believe what we're doing to herself is bad. And I do believe that the fact that we're doing that to ourselves, we're spreading more negativity by telling the other side. When I said the other side, I'm talking about white people, other people than being white, black. We're telling them loudly how we feel about ourselves negatively. Why do you think they don't accept you to wear your hair the way that you are? Do you understand? Manipulate somebody mentally. That's the most destructive thing that they could do to you. Somebody can beat you up, and after you get yourself good and the scar gonna go away. But when they destroy you mentally, it's harder. And that's why I want you to understand. We don't want this generation curse. We don't want to spread this energy to our new generation, our children that growing up. We have to do better. We have to teach them to be to love themselves, to respect themselves. We don't want to do that as mommy. We don't want to be the one to not appreciate her own skin. We're telling her daughter, her son, we're telling her daughter first she's not beautiful within her own skin. We're telling her son he's not supposed to accept a black woman because black woman's skin is not beautiful. So you understand now. You can make a difference by you fighting over black men, telling them that they don't like black women. By you being a haters on white women, you can make a difference by working on you instead of spreading bad energy, trying to blame others. Sit and try to fix your own, don't trying to fight the outsider. That's how I see it. Before trying to get help from others, you have to help yourself first. When you cannot find the help from you, you go outside getting help. I hope you enjoyed my video. God bless you. Have a wonderful day and be yourself. There's power in originality.